Beep. Are you a carnivore newbie? Are you a carnivore rookie? Are you a carnivore that's been doing it for a while? Or are you, like an individual that I met, a carnivore master? A carnivore master. And that person I met this week while filming for a documentary, Healing Humanity, was Dr. Robert Kiltz. Absolutely incredible individual. We were out in Austin for about 8 days filming for our documentary, and we filmed 14 interviews. 14, which brings the grand total to, I think, like 26 interviews. I am so excited for this documentary and to share with you these stories. But I wanted to share with you a lesson. I've done several videos on carnivore, of course. I did one on the 5 stages of carnivore. I wanted to talk a little bit now about being a carnivore master, a world-class carnivore. And this is serious. This is a thing, and I think this can help you. I think this can help you, and I think it's going to help me. I went out to Austin to film with certain intentions and certain things I wanted to learn. And of course, as always happens in life, I encountered all sorts of things I never expected. And I learned things that I never anticipated. Things that could potentially change or drastically improve my life going forward. And I want to share those things with you. Dr. Robert Kiltz, I absolutely love this guy. Jen loves him. Everybody loves him. I did one video with him, but I got to meet him in person. And this guy is just full of joy and full of energy, and he is living his life in the moment, in the day, to its fullest potential. And that's something that I strive to do, but I'm not quite doing. And it got me thinking, all of this sort of culminating together got me thinking. And here's what I thought of that I think you guys are going to find very interesting. I think this is true. Please leave me comments if you think otherwise, or if you've realized this yourself. What I realized is, why do I love other carnivores so much? I used to think about this a lot. And before I've talked about this, maybe it's because you got to be pretty darn brave in order to be a carnivore. You have to go against everything you've ever been told to be a carnivore. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Meat's gonna clog your arteries. Vegetables are so important. You gotta go against your social norm. And in order to do that, you gotta be a little bit brave, you gotta be a little bit weird, I don't know what it is. And maybe that attribute that people have that are carnivores that allow them to be brave is something that's attractive and something that we like, and a reason that I like so many carnivores I meet. I think it's deeper than that the more I've been thinking about it. I think what it also is almost every carnivore that I've met has something in common. And that is, they've gotten a second chance at life. And if you think about it even deeper, it's not even that they got a second chance at life. In many cases, they're getting their first chance at life. That's right. Wasn't stuttering there. I meant to say it that way. They're getting their first chance at life. I believe that's the case for me. I don't believe I was getting a second chance at life because, honestly, in the first case, I don't think I ever really had a chance at life. I'm not being dramatic there, but I believe for most of my life, all of my life, I was walking around in a brain funk. I had brain fog, I had fatigue, and I was tired all the time, and I was a shadow of the human being I could have been. Why? Because I was constantly pouring in all sorts of toxins, all sorts of unnatural fuels. My body was just taking a toll trying to process all of this stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between. And my body was never intended to do that. And therefore, my body was a shell of the potential it is now on carnivore my entire life. Carnivores are truly living, and at some point a switch goes off for these carnivores. And these 14 individuals I interviewed, almost every single one of them talked about this switch. And the switch was this realization they had at a certain point after doing carnivore that, whoa, what is that? I feel something now that I've never felt before. Think about it. If you're a carnivore, you have had that moment where something hits you. And for some people, it happens earlier. Some people, it takes a little bit longer. But I've heard several individuals talk about around 3 or 4 weeks. All of a sudden, they have this whoa moment. I feel something I've never felt before. for people that are suffering depression and anxiety, that depression starts lifting for the first time in their lives. And it's something they've never felt before. And what is that feeling? If I were to summarize it and simplify it for you, I believe that feeling is what it feels like to be a proper human, to fulfill your potential, something that's been masked for most of us our entire lives. You're feeling what it feels like to be a proper human. You're getting your second chance at life, or actually your first chance at life, and all of us carnivores have that in common, and I think that's why we love other carnivores, because that's a powerful thing that we share with each other. And when you get a second chance at life, you want to shout it from the rooftops. And when you get a second chance at life, you live your life with immense gratitude and appreciation. And so I think that's one reason that I like other carnivores. To get to the point of this video though, being a carnivore master, I believe that carnivore heals our bodies, and so many of our bodies in this world need to be healed. I also believe that carnivore heals our minds. I suffered from depression and anxiety, but absent the depression and anxiety, I had that brain fog I was talking about. That I believe most of humanity has brain fog right now, and I believe most of them don't realize the extent of it, and they're walking around being a shadow of the human being they could be. Carnivore heals that. It heals our body, and it heals our brain. But that doesn't make us a carnivore master, like Dr. Kiltz. It allows us to have the potential to become a carnivore master. Let me explain. This is what I've learned, and this is what I've been thinking about since I've witnessed Dr. Kiltz. And you spend a little bit of time with this guy, and you're like, he's living on another level. He is full of gratitude. He's living in the moment. His energy is absolutely incredible. And I asked everyone I interviewed, I said, who's one of your favorite carnivore people you've ever met? Every single one of them said Dr. Kiltz. He is operating on a different level. And this is my theory on it. This is what I'm trying to figure out and suss out here for you, and I think will help you guys. Carnivore healed my body, then carnivore healed my brain. And I wasn't able to strengthen my brain until I was able to heal my brain. Imagine my knee. Let's say I injured my knee in high school, and I was always injured, right? Always hurting me, like I need surgery, I need to fix the knee, right? Having that injured knee, I could never strengthen an injured knee. I would first need to heal that knee before I could start strengthening that knee. And I believe the same thing is true with our brains. We can't strengthen our brains or bring our brains to the full potential until we heal them. I have healed my brain on carnivore. What am I lacking now to get to the Dr. Kiltz level? Mastering the mind, mastering the brain. Conquering the brain, like it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of willpower, but I believe I have the ability to do it now because my brain is healed, and I believe I didn't have the ability to do that on the standard American diet. What does that mean? Being more mindful, being more stoic, waking up every day, being thankful, grateful, and blessed, and appreciating everything that we have, living life to the in the moment to our fullest potential. Quick interruption. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in learning more about our documentary, Healing Humanity, The Power of a Proper Human Diet, or supporting it, please visit donate.healinghumanity.movie. Our goal is to reach millions of people that are hopeless right now, and sharing the examples of real people over the course of 1 year that are undertaking a proper human diet to overcome obesity, type 2 diabetes, depression, anxiety, fertility issues. We couldn't do it without you. We thank you so much. We are also selling these shirts, Healing Humanity, The Power of a Proper Human Diet. Every penny we get from those goes towards the documentary. And last, we have memberships. If you click the little join button, it's best to do it on desktop. Under any one of my YouTube videos, you can join and become a member. We have hundreds of members right now. We do members only videos. We do members only behind the scenes. You can email me as a member and I'll answer you. And every penny from that goes to support the documentary. And the last thing is we have these Redmond's portable salt shakers. These things are awesome. You can get the best salt. You can take it with you. We sell these on the website along with our water bottles and cutting boards, and every penny from all of those goes 100% towards supporting the documentary. You can also sign up for our newsletter, which is completely free. All of these links are in the description below. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to today's video. It's easy to talk about, it's hard to do. It takes practice, it takes learning, it takes wisdom, it takes doing. And I wasn't able to do that on the standard American diet. So I believe that carnivore heals the body and it heals the brain, and by doing so it unlocks this potential for you to strengthen your body and your brain, and it's something I'm really excited about. Dr. Kiltz inspired me. I want to be more like Dr. Kiltz, and I believe I'll have the ability to do that now going forward. If you guys aren't following Dr. Kiltz either, by the way, go follow that man. My goodness, he's just full of energy. He's bouncing around. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube, of course. He's got a wonderful website. Very accomplished man. He's been doing carnivore for a long time, and I am so excited for this documentary, Healing Humanity, because of the masterclass interview that Dr. Kiltz provided to us. My jaw was nearly dropped. It was at a next level. His words, his wisdom, his cadence, his story was so powerful, and I believe it's going to inspire so many people. I feel like Dr. Kiltz was working his entire life, all culminated together at this very moment for him to give this speech, this word, this story for us in the documentary. It's really weighing on my heart and bothering me. Like, I just want to release it right now because I know it's going to help so many people, but we have to keep it original for the documentary. So Dr. Kiltz is a next level individual. I'm so happy to know him. I love him. He's amazing. He's wonderful. I'm thankful, grateful, blessed. I got to spend so much time with him. We had this little dinner, and I rearranged all the name tags twice so that I could sit next to him. I just wanted to be closer to him, and I'm so thankful for him. I'm so thankful for everyone, for the whole team, for everyone that came out, made it possible for us to film these 14 individuals. This has become so much bigger than me and Adam or this documentary. It's these documented stories that matter, that need to be told, and something big, something greater than me is happening here, and I'm just so thankful that I'm along for the ride, and I'm so thankful that in some small way I'm able to be a part of it. But really what counts is these individual stories, and these individuals that want their stories to be told. I'm the conduit to get the stories out there. I'm thankful that I'm able to do that for them, but it's the stories themselves that really matter. And boy, do we have some incredible stories to share with you. If you guys are interested in learning more about our documentary, please visit donate.healinghumanity.movie. It's entirely crowdfunded. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm not taking a penny from this. I just spent 8 days of my life that I could have been at home working, that I could have been with my wife and children. It's taking a big toll on me. I'm not complaining, but I just want people to know that I am dedicated to this. I spent thousands of dollars of my own money. I've had a couple of haters recently leaving me some comments. It doesn't bother me. I don't care, but if it puts questions in anyone's mind, I want to clear the air. Every single penny from this documentary that you see on the GoFundMe is going 100% to the documentary. I spent thousands of dollars of my own money, and even more so when you count my time. I'm so thankful to be doing it, but this is coming at a huge sacrifice, and I just want you guys to know that I am dedicated for this. If I have to take out a second mortgage on my house to pay for it, which is, my business is going down the drain, like my family life, the balance, everything. So we're done. We filmed. We got an incredible amount of footage. I'm trying to get the balance back now, but I just wanted people to know that. I've got some people looking at the GoFundMe like, oh, look at all the money you raised. We're talking about doing a documentary that's going to reach millions of people, that we're trying to get on the big screen. That costs millions and millions and millions of dollars. We're doing it for a fraction, and I believe we're going to succeed because these stories are so powerful, and nobody else is talking about the stories. You got people talking about carnivore and keto science. You got people talking about the history of it and things like that. We're talking about individual personal stories that people will connect with. I'm really proud of the work that we're doing, and I believe it's going to change the world, and I thank everyone for their support and all the volunteers that are helping us. So if you want to learn more, it's donate.healinghumanity.movie. If you buy these shirts, every penny goes to the documentary. Buy our salt shakers, every penny goes to our documentary. If you super chat on a channel or you become a member, every penny goes to the documentary, and to hopefully change the world, to hopefully help the hopeless.